January 20th, I tweeted, "So innocent, so naive, but you guys were very supportive. Your feedback under the tweet, on polkassembly, or shared directly with me and included in the proposal persuaded these 12 counselors to sign a message signaling their approval to slice off this much of the Treasury to give us to turn into a daily news digest. Sir, have you heard, endeavored to use the new language to cut through an environment of hype and FUD with the full and current story of Dotsama while remaining independent from any private persuasions, and there have been a few. You guys told us you loved it, and that's what we wanted to do. Save you time by reading everything released on Twitter and blogs so we could tell you in 5 minutes what the heck is going on. But since we began, 12 new parachains have joined the network, dozens of major NFT communities have come alive, and despite a market that bottomed out at 50% from when we started, the Dotsama community grew entwined, enriched, and the tsunami of information was more monstrous than we had suspected it could be. Each video became an all-day affair, yet so much had to be left on the table and kept from you. So much remained unexplored. Which is why, if we want more interviews, NFT spotlights, deep dives, on the radars, and if it could even be possible, more alpha in the next 3 months, we're going to need to bring in a few more experts. Like Peenan. In crypto since 2016, he's been writing about it for the last 5 years, including leading a huge team of content creators. You've probably seen his deep dives and interviews about artists on Singular and the couple times he presented on this show. He's into NFTs maybe more than anyone else I know, and he's going to bring the best of what he finds to all of us on this channel. Then there's C-Saint. He's been a top recipient of Chrawnna Coin in WAG Media thanks to his heroic contributions from managing to summarize all the news coming through the server every week in a single article to recently writing for the incredible Alpha Airdrop channel. He'll be giving us bigger pictures of the network and its trends. And then there's LeComte, who has years of experience working in French television and movies. He can do a bit of everything and is adding an outstanding 35 hours of editing per week to the sharp, talented, and signature styles of Didi, who you all know and love, for he's the reason we've gotten this far. In fact, every weekday, we'll now have 32 man-hours of work behind the content, up from 13, and with that time, we want to focus the YouTube content on several deeper and more targeted stories about Dotsama, broader trends in the technology, sentiment, and culture, and more interactive interviews with thoughtful people in all corners of the space. Sir, have you heard? We'll definitely be sticking around, but we'll be moving it to Twitter in shorter, more targeted videos, helping you keep up with the announcements pumping out from the growing family of projects in a more timely and shareable manner. It will be joined by occasional tutorials to help newcomers gain the confidence they need to join us in the fun, or to give us all quick guides on new interfaces as they are released. The thesis remains the same: more informed participants, better decisions, stronger network. This is for what we're proposing to spend a portion of the Treasury. At a KSM price of $160, 32 hours of work, 5 days a week for 13 weeks would cost an average of 0.49 KSM per hour. That, times 2,080 hours this quarter, is 1,018.75 KSM, or about 0.18% of the current Treasury, which has grown to almost 546,000 since our last proposal. And if you deem it wise, we would also like to request an additional 231.25 KSM to maintain pace with the growth of the ecosystem, hire on freelance talent when needed, develop other voices for the channel, and take advantage of marketing opportunities as they arise. This would bring the total to 1,250 KSM, or 0.22% of the current Treasury. So if you look up here at the lifetime income and output of the Kusama Treasury, of the 706,000 KSM that has ever entered the Treasury, mostly through inflation, only 155,000 has left it, much of it through burning, a small portion to bounties, some to the tip board, and this proposal would join the almost half that has been put to work to grow and bolster the network. Pretty interesting, eh? You can check this out at dottreasury.com. Now, the reason why I'm making this proposal so public and why we canvassed your opinion in the community feedback forum is because the council represents your voice as token holders. And soon, as the council is dissolved, these decisions will be completely up to you. The survey, nearly 78% filled by frequent viewers of this channel, told us that nearly 3/4 of you were excited by diversifying the content delivered by Chrawnna Corp. 69% of you recognized the previous budget was not adequate to support the increased time required to capture the growth of the network. 88% of you said yes, or something like it, to funding these efforts over this coming quarter, yet somehow 95% endorsed expanding funding for a larger team. And so that's what we're going to do, and the full unedited document of your feedback, as well as a detailed budget breakdown, can be found in the description below. The next step is for you to tell us and the council what you think. Maybe that's by liking this video or commenting your thoughts below. But if you want to make sure the council really sees it, writing your words of support, dissent, or constructive feedback on the polkassembly post linked below will have the biggest impact, and we will hand out one Chrawnna to everyone who posts there, even if it's negative. We will literally pay to hear what you think. Personally, I'm so turned up by the challenge of delivering consistent, clear, and reliable information. We want to give token holders the confidence to become network participants, builders, makers, and shakers. So thank you so much for watching. Thanks for being a part of Treasury Management, and I'll see you in tonight's episode.